Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos with commentaries and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
Please, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where MAGA supporters are actually having a terrible emotional breakdown and they want the election to, take place again. They don't want re-election. They don't want this anymore. And I was able to put on some stitches because a lot of them were just so fed up with what is happening. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes, lovelies. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
The MAGA party is in complete disarray. Our country is in complete disarray. Donald Trump has sided with Elon Musk, who is not even an American, when Elon Musk just told his party, the MAGA party, to go F themselves in their face after Elon Musk said he would never hire an American because Americans are too lazy and are not bright. And then Vivek Ramaswamy doubled down and said he agrees. Now these MAGA tech bros make up about 10% of the MAGA party. 90% of MAGA, the traditional MAGA, they are America first. They are not happy with this. And Donald Trump, yesterday, took Elon Musk's side over the large majority of the MAGA party. And so where do we go from here? We have Donald Trump set to take office January 20th, when he is representing approximately 10% of Americans, the MAGA tech bros. We've learned that he is not America first. He is not pro-American worker. We've seen from his appointees, from his budget cuts, from his proposed cuts to our programs and our departments, that he is not America first. And so, where are the leaders? Where are the adults? What's the next move? Because nobody, no Democrat, no independent, and I would argue about 90% of the MAGA party wants a man that sides with a South African billionaire who literally is using his money to influence Congress, to influence his own self, and the decisions that he makes as president. Nobody wants to be in this position. And so we shouldn't have to be in this position. And guess what? We don't have to be in this position. Just because of traditional norms, that can go out the window. We are in an unprecedented time, and that calls for unprecedented measures. And so, I personally think we need a new election. We need a new Democrat and a new Republican nominee, and we need a new election. We need to get this done fast, but we need somebody who represents the majority of Americans, not just a very tiny sliver. And we don't need these people that are greatly compromised having influence in our country's decisions that not only affects our country, but affects the world, which puts our country at risk and makes us a target, especially when we have someone like Elon Musk that is the most wealthy and most powerful man in the world, saying things like, go F yourself in your face. That is a threat, domestic and global threat. And that cannot be tolerated. So I want a new election. I want a leader that represents America and puts America first.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Viv. Can I call you Viv? I really need to thank you. Not only was your asinine tweet the inspiration for one of my most successful TikTok rants to date, you are also helping me prove one of my most controversial points, and that is MAGA has never cared about illegal immigration. They have only cared about brown people entering the US because they are white supremacists. When MAGA candidates were exploiting the crimes committed by brown men against white women, I said, this kind of smells like white supremacy. They said, oh, stop it, Corinne. This is about law and order. Then, when they turned their fury to the legal Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio and Logansport, Indiana, I said, you think we can consider this could be white supremacy now? And they said, oh, shut up, you dumb liberal woman. This is about taxing resources that should be saved for the American people. And now MAGA is pissed because a brown dude is telling them, I'm hiring foreign workers because you all are stupid. Could we maybe consider it's white supremacy now? America first has always meant white America first. And here is a tweet from Indiana's embarrassment of a Lieutenant Governor-elect Micah Beckwith. Time to put Americans first. We need to question if any immigration policy, legal or illegal, is in the best interest of the citizens. Because it's never been about illegal immigration. It's always been about white supremacy. Let's look at what happened 100 years ago. The Immigration Act of 1924, also known as the Johnson-Reed Act. It was created in response to concerns about the ethnic makeup of America, national security, and competition from foreign workers. It greatly reduced the number of immigrants entering the United States and was one of the contributing factors that plunged this nation into the Great Depression. And what was happening in the United States in the 1920s in the lead up to the passage of the Johnson-Reed Act is something we are seeing now: growing unrest, growing income inequality. And those in charge do not want us to turn our ire to them. They want us to blame a scapegoat. So, immigrants. Yup. This shit is finally going to hit white people. And I want to be super clear that when I make videos like the one I did about Vivek Ramaswamy's tweet, I know I do not need to speak to Black America. Y'all got this shit figured out. Black Americans know damn well about worker exploitation and the myth of the American dream. They also know how to vote in favor of their own interests, something white people are incapable of doing. And because social media likes to segregate us like we're in a prison yard, I'm trying to use that algorithm to my advantage and speak to white people. 53% of white women and 60% of white men voted for Donald Trump. And for some reason, they were so delusional that they believed only Harris voters were going to be harmed by Trump's policies. And yet, here we are in the FAFO time period where all of us are going to be hurt by Trump's policies, whether you voted for him or not. And that is why I will continue to spend my time on this app talking to my viewers, most of whom are white, about policies and data and how the white American habit of voting for the candidate that has the R next to their name is hurting everyone. It's not just hurting those people anymore, it's hurting Republican voters too.
So just as a little follow-up to my previous post showing the statement from the Department of National Treasury or National Treasury Department, excuse me. I'm not American. So anyway, way back when, on November the 6th, I specifically said, and I'm going to have to say this in code because when I did say it, I got flagged. I specifically said that the results of this contest were taken. You get my drift? And I have felt that in my gut from the moment the results were announced. And I have felt that every single day, that something isn't right. There's too much quietness going on. Nobody's saying anything. There was no press releases, no twatters from the orange fat guy. Crickets. He was crickets. And then he comes out and starts taunting Canada, saying Canada should be the 51st state and Trudeau should be the governor of the 51st state. And then he starts going after the Panama Canal and Greenland. And I continually said, I think he either knows or has a feeling that he is not going to be in that chair. So I believe that things are going to be released very slowly so as not to wreak havoc, because we all know what MAGA does. They are, for the most part, violent and vicious people. I'm not saying Republicans, I am saying MAGA, MAGAs. They're fucking radical. They're radical. They belong to a cult, and they will do whatever it takes to protect and preserve their leader. So I'm just saying, be prepared, people, because things will start to come out. I'm sure of it. There will be a slow release, and hopefully with that slow release, it will kind of ease them into the new reality, which I believe will be probably by January 20th, and if not, shortly after January 20th. There could possibly be a pause on things to come, but my gut was right. My gut was right. I know it. I know it in my gut, my heart, my soul. I said that before. Something wasn't right. And now it's starting to just leak out a little wee bit. Hang on to your britches, people.
Like, seriously, lovely. So right now, they actually want a re-election. They want another form of Republicans. They want another form of Democrat. Like, this is just giving, oh my God, we never knew that things are going to turn out this way. The thing is that when you had time to actually do things right, when you had time to, do your own research, to actually do your own homework, you decided that you were going to bring in sentiment. You decided that you were, going to like put something before your real self. Like, there is no need of, oh my God, we need another election, we need a re-elections and all of that. It's unfortunate that this is what the rest of the 4 years is going to look like. If there is actually going to be another election, it might actually be more than 4 years. Like, seriously, all of the things that is happening between these, it's just so funny. Like, the comeback really happened so fast. The FA and FO really happened so fast. Like the battle of the Republicans. Seriously. But this is actually what's supposed to be avoided. It was supposed to be avoided, but because sentiment is at the front, page, people actually trying to do things in order to hurt some group of people without even realizing that you are going to end up hurting your own self. This is the case. Now everybody is saying what people that looks like we have been trying to say for a very long time. And now you're wanting, another form of relation. Like, what is all this? What is this? It's just giving, all of these things are just giving, child's play. You guys were supposed to like have a rethink first, put yourself first without bringing in any form of sentiment. But it's just what it is. It is what it is. The handwriting was all over the wall, but because of the way at which people were reasoning, they don't want to read the handwriting written on the wall. They don't want to. They like the fact that, oh my God, we want to maintain the supremacy. But in doing that, you are now hurting yourself. You are not doing, like, the finding out state is just so outrageous. It was very laughable before, but now it's getting so serious. It's so serious that I don't even know what to say anymore. People are giving up and regretting left, right, and center. But these are the same people that during the campaign and all of that, people are trying to make them understand the reason why you have to vote right. They don't want to listen. They see you as someone that, oh my God, you. I would not forget a particular speech by a particular woman that was like, do you want a brown person to take over? It's going to give room for, pan-colored men to stay at the back of the seat, then giving more room to brown and black people to be at the front line, without even them understanding that the other side will give opportunities and room for everyone. But now, all over the Twitter, people were like, oh my God, we made a mistake. We could have voted for, she could have done better. She could have done right. What is all this child's play all around the social platforms? But eventually, this is what people want. This is what 70% of Hispanic, 69% of black women, 90-something% of, it is only black people that did their homework. They did their best, but you guys decided to jeopardize the thinking that you are going to hurt them. But now everybody's in the same shoes. All of the promises are just going to go down the drain. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Leave me your own thought, and I will see you, lovely, when I upload the next one.
Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Want to just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you, lovely, when I upload the next